Good morning, YouTube! We are back with another weed review from Arizona Organix. Whew, if I can talk. Hi guys, my name is Nicola Dickens. This is Free My Cure. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, whichever the case may be. Oh no! I gotta wait for my phone to power back up so we can do this. So while I'm waiting for that, let's go ahead and just break right into this dab and check her out. Today we are doing Grape hash plant, which is beautiful looking. Look at that crumble. Yum yum. Okay, it looks like we are back up. Hopefully we have everything we need here. No, not Bixby. YouTube. So give me just a moment and I will share this feed out. Hopefully my phone will not die and we can do that. Here we are. Give me just a moment to get this feed shared out to the world and then we will get right to it. Oh, I think I did that one. Sorry guys, this only takes me about a minute to do. So one more and we are done. I know you did not come onto my channel to watch me on my phone, so I am hurrying this up as quickly as can. Because I'm by myself, this is the only way I can do it, so for that I do apologize. Alrighty, we are back. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Hello. Okay, well, let's get with it. Today we are reviewing Grape hash plant. We're going to go ahead and heat this up and give us a shot here. How is everybody doing? Anybody smoking on anything good? Okay, come on. As always, guys, fuck cancer. So she does have a little bit of a grape taste to her, but it's more of a berry, sweet, diesel-y flavor, which is really good. A little peppery on the throat, but very good. So this is Grape hash plant. Its origins from Mendocino, skunk, and original Afghani. There's between 18 and 21% of THC. It is a concentrate. These are a larger, like, flake type of a crumble, not a real fluffy crumble. So it is kind of a little bit of a different crumble. And I'm curious if anybody knows as to why the crumble changes its composition. If it's, will it do it? I know that humidity has a factor in it, but does the cold have a factor? Are there other factors in this that I don't know about? I have been trying to do the research to learn a little bit about this myself. But I am very curious. So if any of you guys know about the concentrates or the crumbles, and you know the answer to the question, please throw it in the comments below. So this strain is relatively strong, but not overpowering. The strain develops a deep purple bud and leaves that go with its grape-like qualities. So the effects of this are relaxed, sleepy, hungry, euphoric, happy, medicinally to treat stress, insomnia, pain, depression, mood swings, headaches, ADD, ADHD, anxiety, bipolar depression, and PTSD. The negatives are dry mouth, dry eyes, paranoia, and dizziness, and a little bit of headaches. So those are your warnings on this particular one. I don't get the headaches or too much, so that's the one thing. Hi, Michael, how you doing? Oklahoma, nice to see ya. Woohoo, nice to see ya, fam. Yeah, this one actually is really good. I do like the color of the flakes. It's a nice, good color, but it is pretty flaky. So, I mean, this is really easy when I'm using the E-pen to just drop it in there instead of having to make a ball out of the shatter and all the work you have to do, and then the shatter's really sticky, you know how it sticks to your fingers and it's just a pain in the butt. This is so much easier to use with that E-pen. Not necessarily as easy to use out of a dab rig like this because the flakes kind of fall, so you have to get your carb ready to go. Your carb dab cap ready to go. So let's go ahead and take a good dab of this puppy and see what she makes me feel. So as always, fuck cancer. What you smoking with me, Michael? So tasty. That one got me. Very good. Oh, so that one has a really strong or pungent berry taste. Let's see. Dab on some Tangy you pressed. All right. So Michael, you might know the answer to my question. What would make the crumble turn out like this? Instead of like a fluffy crumble like I'm used to. This is like a flat, flaky crumble. Here, I'll show it to you. What would cause this? Because this to me, I mean, it is crumble, but it doesn't really seem like crumble too much to me. It's like something went wrong. Do you have any idea of what may have happened? Do you know? That is what the question I posed today. Humidity. Okay. I guess we have had a lot of rain lately, and so that would cause a good deal of humidity. So, okay, that makes sense. Well, I didn't know because we've also had a lot colder weather than normal. So I didn't know if that had something to do with it as well. So I figured I'd ask. Because if I don't know the answer, I try to look it up. Ken, how are you doing, Ken Grant from Texas? Number 420, woohoo! Could be as well, okay. Yeah, I was kind of curious about that, so I thought I would ask. I was hoping somebody would know. So I'm so glad you came in today. I'm excited. So, as you guys can see, the Foley is off. Thank God. I thought I was gonna die. I was in literal hell, let me tell you. And it was really good to hear my doctor say that one of the worst things you could do to a patient with IC and the issues that I have is to put a Foley on us and make us wear that. She's like, that is the most torturous thing you could do to somebody like you. And I'm like, yeah, I know, tell me about it. But it felt so good to be acknowledged by a doctor finally thank you. It really did. It really felt good to be acknowledged. And I know that's something that we all struggle with. is we go to our doctor, and our doctors are so pushed for time, and they see so many different people in a day that they don't acknowledge us anymore, and we get irritated because now we've turned into this number, and we're tired of it. At least I am. We're not a number. We're people. It goes the same way, you know, for dispensaries and caregivers and everything else. We're not a number. Yes, we help, you know, we help pay your bills, but we're not a number, and we don't want to be that way anymore. And so it was really, really good yesterday to hear a doctor acknowledge the amount of torture that doing something like that would be. Could be as well. Okay. Yeah. And so it was, I don't know, if there are any doctors that ever watch this feed or ever see this feed or any part of it, we understand that you get frustrated, and we understand all of these, but we as a person get just as frustrated, and we turn into a number. And I understand that you see so many people in a day, and that it's easier sometimes for you to go, okay, which patient are we talking about? Because you see so many different people in a day. But every now and again, it's just nice to be acknowledged as a human being that, you know, our pain is real. Our pain means something, and it's a part of us, and it's whether or not we can take it, it's something that we don't like to be brushed off. And the whole reason why I started this particular story was because I ended up in the hospital in the ER on Friday evening. Real sick with a bladder infection and what I thought was going into a kidney infection. I wasn't quite sure. I had an idea it was going that way. Well, when the ER doctor actually talked to me, he didn't let me know. He gave me the choice of either going home or staying in observation in the hospital. And if, you know, who wants to stay in the hospital, really? When I end up in the hospital, they never want to let me leave. And it's irritating. And yeah, I'm going to pick going home. Well, the doctor didn't he didn't explain to me that my kidneys were infected and that it was going to take IV antibiotics to get me okay. And so when I went to my doctor yesterday, to the specialist in Tucson, I found out that I had a kidney infection from the ER, and I should have stayed in the hospital. However, nobody explained that enough to me. They just said, it's possible, I don't know. And they were making it sound like it would be okay to go home. That was the first option that they gave me. Hi. So, and then when I decided to go home, he punished me by cutting off all pain meds and said, no, since you're going home, you get nothing. So it was basically, I was going home AMA, and I didn't even realize it. So, it's just like, it blows my mind that he didn't sit down and go, okay, you have a UTI and you have a kidney infection. It is into your kidney. You are probably going to need IV antibiotics. So we're thinking that maybe you should stay in the hospital. You could go home if you want to, but that would have been the way to approach it. So I'm extremely upset with the ER doctor, because as a doctor, you should know how to explain to a patient what's going on. That's my opinion, but that's how I feel. Willy Wonka, how you doing, darling? I'm doing much better today. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So, I don't know yet if I'm going to have to go into the hospital. I'll know later on today if I have to go into the hospital and get IV antibiotics. So I am hoping tomorrow's show will be as scheduled. If I do miss it, I do apologize. I will be back up the next day, or I will be doing the show from the hospital. So I hope you enjoy. So that is all for today. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm gonna go fall over because I'm still sick. I'm still really tired. I'm still very worn out. I did, a few things today. So I thank you guys. Thank you, Arizona Organics, for making my day a little bit brighter. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Willy Wonka. Thank you, Ken. It was great to talk to all of you guys. They do. I agree. And that's what I was talking about earlier is we've turned into this number, this horrible, horrible number. And when I went to my specialist yesterday, she came in and she's like, yeah, putting somebody like you, somebody with interstitial cystitis, on a Foley is nothing but pure torture. And then they sent you home with nothing. And yeah, that was pure torture. And it was so good to be acknowledged that I mean, I can't tell you guys. And I know what it feels like because I haven't been acknowledged for many, many years. And it sucks. And we're all getting pissed off about it. And we're not being quiet anymore. And that's the best thing that I can say for all of this is, I saw an article, and it's going to be on What's in Your Coffee with Nicola this week. We're going to talk a little bit about it because I think it's a very important subject to talk about. And that's we're going to talk about Rick Simpson's running from the cure because it is still very, very important. I did watch another one of his interviews this weekend. And it was about Tommy Chong and how Tommy Chong used whole plant extract to try to cure his cancer, and it did not work. You do need the full bud to use that. And if anybody here is using RSO for treatments, please, please, please make sure you are using just bud. I understand it's more expensive. It is not cost effective. I get that, but you do need to use the bud only for your Rick Simpson oil. Tommy Chong did use the whole plant extract and did not get a cure out of that. So please, Rick Simpson tried many times to catch it, to reach out to him. I believe he did finally, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll be talking about that. More love, yeah, absolutely. More love, fuck racism. I absolutely agree. It's one of the biggest irks that I have these days is the amount of prejudice around cannabis. And that's one of the things that I was very, very curious about at the ER this last weekend was whether or not the doctor was letting me go home with nothing because I did admit to using medical marijuana. We do still have some doctors that believe that it's not appropriate and they don't believe in using it. They can kiss my ass, but there are some doctors that believe that. And that was one of my other thoughts is, am I being discriminated upon because I use cannabis and they don't like it? So yeah, I absolutely agree. Fuck racism. And I love Tommy too. But yeah, one of those things that I am going to touch on again is, Rick Simpson's run from the cure. I think it's really important. If you do suffer from cancer, please watch his videos all the way through. Listen to them for yourself. Don't listen to your caregivers. Don't listen to your dispensary owners. All of the information is out there for you. Listen to it for yourself. Educate yourself. Because I have run across many caregivers and many dispensaries that have not watched those videos and that don't fully know what Rick Simpson oil is, and so they're using an all plant extract, and that is not Rick Simpson oil. Rick Simpson oil is bud only, and I cannot stress that enough. So that's one of the things we'll be talking about on What's in Your Coffee with Nicola tomorrow, as well as there was one more thing that I wanted to talk about, and I forgot what it was. One of the things that we are going to talk about, though, is I am going to touch on, there are some, for those of you who have younger kids or grandkids at home, there are some YouTube videos out there that are very, very, very inappropriate for your kids. They're even more inappropriate for adults, to be honest with you. What those YouTube videos are doing is they're putting them in advertisements in the middle of these kids' videos, and it's basically teaching people how to commit suicide. So I urge you guys that if you see any of those videos online, report them to YouTube. The more people that report them to YouTube, the better chances we are going to have at getting them off. If one person or just two people report it, it takes YouTube forever to get them off. So I urge you guys, suicide is not the way. Please help and get those off. Kids do not need to be seeing this. They do not need to be taught how to do this. I guess there's even a couple of videos that's teaching children not only how to kill themselves, but how to kill their families. So please, if you run across any of those, I don't surf YouTube all that much, and when I do, it's usually just the most popular trending stuff. So if you guys find them, please report them. I think it is something that needs to be handled. Hi, Partly Cloudy 420. It's nice to see you. I'm sorry, we are just about done for the day. When I started out this morning, my pain level was at a 9. I have done 2 dabs. We are going to do a 3rd right now just because I was rambling on, and I think you guys deserve an extra dab because you've been amazing today. Don't forget, on the 28th of February, we have a pipe giveaway on February's Daily High Club. You're going to have to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Add your number in on that video, not any of the others. And on February 28th, I will be doing a drawing of the numbers to give that last piece away. So, woohoo, let's do some giveaways. So guys, as always, fuck cancer, fuck depression, fuck pain, and fuck racism. Oh, so good, so good. So I honestly have a bit of a buzz going, which doesn't happen very often. Oh. Oh my goodness, yay. So that is all for today, guys. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the Wheaties, the Wheaties family. Are you gonna come say goodbye? Are you gonna come say goodbye? Huh? Oh, Big Papa's gonna come say goodbye too. He's stretching down there. Are you gonna come say goodbye? So, have a great day, guys. Mwah. Mad love.